Good evening. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for supporting the Police Assisted Addiction Recovery Initiative, which was started in Gloucester and has spread now to 160 police departments in 28 states. The brochures that you'll read are a little dated, so you'll see that we're in 160 departments now. We partner with over 300 health agencies that help us out when we can't place right here in Massachusetts. It's been an incredible ride for the city, I think, an incredible ride personally. I have a number of people to thank before we get to the incredible talent that's here tonight. First, all of you for spending your money to support this. Thank you so much. So first and always last, when I came to Gloucester, I was very fortunate to meet, oh, they just did something with my mic, Safathia Romeo Taken. When this woman yells, she means it. When she smiles, she means it. When she laughs, she means it. When she cries, she means it. And when she tells you she loves you, she means it. When she tells you she hates you, she probably loves you. But I would be remiss if I did not say that when people point at me or the Gloucester Police Department, I point to her because she was the inspiration. She was in healthcare for 18 years. She saw everybody. She's lived through this herself personally. She knows this. So when I went with this crazy idea and said, Mayor, what do you think? She said, go ahead, do it now. Don't wait 6 months, do it now. And so, respect to the mayor, thank you. Where is my buddy Steve? Stand up. Gloucester Angel participant number 1. Where is my sunshine, Kylie? Where's Kylie? Where are you? Yell. Did she leave? Where is she? Kylie? She's upstairs still? She's not getting out. I'll introduce her at intermission. I'm so pleased to have members of the board of PARRI. Would you please stand up, David Rosenblum of the Boston University. David, stay standing, board members, please. David is a legend in the addiction field, and he has been fighting this fight for 40 some odd years. And he has seen it go from a completely stigmatized, awful moral failing to finally being recognized as the disease that it is. And we met at an Italian restaurant in Boston a little over a year ago, and here was this academic who was just completely out of my league, and now he's my good friend, and he's done amazing things. Zoe Grover. Zoe works not only on PARRI, but on Stop Handgun Violence and Friends of Boston Homeless. She filled in for over a year from the very beginning until we hired our new executive director, who I'll get to in a minute, for PARRI, and she was tireless on all the trips and doing all the legwork and quietly and behind the scenes, and she's amazing, so thank you, Zoe. Patrick Collins, this fine-looking gentleman standing mid-court. Patrick and I were in Saugus Police Department together we worked together for about 10 years, and we used to go to coffee, and we'd say, what are we doing here? We gotta go out and do things. And Pat is now a clerk magistrate and an attorney with Salem Superior Court. He's a member of the board, and he's on his way to a black robe because he's good. He's got integrity. That's what we always used to say. Guy's got integrity right there. Oh. We love Pat. Who am I missing from the board? Rich Catarano, my man up in the balcony. When we started this, Rich and his firm, McGladley CPA in Boston, Rich came right out and said, we want on board from day one. And Rich and his son, Anthony, whose food you had a chance to taste upstairs tonight. The man's a legend in the accounting world. He takes care of everything financial for us in PARRI. He's got a big, big heart, and I love you, Rich. A lot of really, really good people came together very quickly to do this. And now I would like to introduce you to Allie McDade Hunter, who is our, Hunter McDade, I'm sorry. I can't do the two. She's our new executive director, hired about 4 weeks ago. And she's killing it already. Her main responsibility is to punch me in the face whenever I do something stupid, which is a lot. And finally, John Rosenthal, who couldn't be here tonight, who is the trifecta of humanity. John founded Friends of Boston Homeless. John founded Stop Handgun Violence. John co-founded PARRI. He is the trifecta of humanity. He is. And he's at a wedding, otherwise he would have been here. Allie, who am I forgetting? Everybody else. Got it? I have to have my two daughters stand up, and I'll tell you why. This is, as the night goes on, you'll see how much this past year has been an emotional roller coaster. And every day, they would say to me, how many came in today? And how many more are coming in? What number are you at? How many people came in? And that was my barometer, that even though people were downplaying this, that we were doing the right thing. You guys can sit down. Grace and faith. And my mom and my brother and my sister-in-law and Bobby, stand up for 1 second. I'm sorry this is taking so long, but it's worth the wait. Bob Fitzgerald, my brother-in-law. Bob is 10 years sober. 10 years sober last week. Literally and figuratively, he has saved my life on more than one occasion. Thank you, Bob. Who am I forgetting? I'm forgetting somebody, I know. Oh my gosh. Rockport Music, Rockport, this beautiful temple of music that we have for you tonight. Allie, say it again. All of the musicians, the people you're going to meet tonight. I was told to talk about the fire exit. So if you have to scream and leave, there's 2 exits behind you on either side of the auditorium, and there's 2 exits right here. And of course, I didn't forget them. I was waiting to last. GPD, finest in the country, and I've worked everywhere. Stand up, please. I've worked in a lot of places, and I've seen a lot of cops, and I continue to be humbled by these guys in Gloucester who give their hearts and souls every day. Trust me, I know. Okay. Welcome! Yeah! We put together a lineup for you tonight that is going to knock your socks off. It's going to blow your doors down. You're going to go away happy. You're already well fed. This first person we have out, you will grab his card on the way out. Quentin Callawart. He is amazing. Let me tell you something about Quentin. I saw him at the block party 3 weeks ago in Gloucester. He's 15. I shouldn't have told you. I should have told you afterwards. Okay? When we were putting together this, I said, I got to have this kid. He's going to be your opening performer. He's going to do 4 songs for you. And if anybody's jaw is not is intact at the end, I'll be surprised. Quentin Callawart.
Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. And just when you thought there couldn't be more guitars on the stage. Let it rain, let it pour, let it rain a whole lot more, 'cause I got them deep river blues. Let the rain drive right on, let the waves sweep along, 'cause I got them deep river blues. My old gal's a good pal, and she looks like a waterfowl when I get them deep river blues. Ain't no one to cry for me, and the fish all go out on a spree when I get them deep river blues. All right. Give me back my old bow, 'cause I'm gonna sail now if she flow, 'cause I got them deep river blues. I'm going on back to Muscle Shoals, 'cause the times are getting better there, I'm told, 'cause I got them deep river blues. And if my boat sinks with me, well, I'll go down now, don't you see? 'Cause I got them deep river blues. And now I'm gonna say goodbye, and if I sink, well, just let me die, 'cause I got them deep river blues. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you all very much. I cannot even begin to describe how grateful and humbled I am to be playing here tonight. It's, yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I've been coming to the Shaylin Lou for a while now, and it's different seeing the theater from this side of the stage, and it's a very welcome change, you know. But of course, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the generosity and kindness of Chief Campanella, who is one of the most amazing human beings you'll ever meet. He's absolutely fantastic. So. Yeah, absolutely. And also, you'll see him later tonight, Mr. Alan Estes. I don't think I attribute a lot of my success to him inviting me onto the Alan Estes show a couple of times, and that's been such a blast knowing him and being able to, just play with him. It's fantastic. So in regards to that, this next tune is one that the chief himself ordered, and I knew I knew that if I wanted to keep playing, that I should probably play it. And it's quite an ironic tune for me to be playing, asked by a chief, but here's Johnny Cash's Folsom Prison Blues. I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, but I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps moving down on the San Anton. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks eating from their fancy dining cars. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. But I know I had it coming, I know I can't be free. But those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. If they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I'd probably move it on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Also, I'd just like to say thank you all for coming as well. And thank you for being such a great crowd. I only played 2 songs already. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. I knew it was going to be fun. I was really excited when I woke up this morning, and it's a great feeling to be able to do what I do. I also like to say it's very corny, I know, but I'd like to thank my parents briefly. Yeah. My dad bought me this guitar when I was, I think, 11 or 12, and I've been playing it ever since. It's really a special instrument to me. And they're the ones who are really behind me in all this. They do the driving, which is fun. But I'll be doing it soon, but I promise, yeah. But seriously, I'd really like to. What's that? Well, thank you. I find that a lot of people do, but a lot of people also don't like to embarrass themselves on stage. This next one, I grew up listening to a lot of the Beatles, the best around. We always had the little record player in the living room, and I was listening to those LPs, since day one, and so I'd like to pay homage to, I guess, the Beatles and my love for their music. I'd like to play a little medley of my favorite Beatles tunes. I hope you enjoy. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I looked down halfway through that and realized, oh, that's not where that belongs. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to play one more. Before I do that, I just want to give a really big shout out to Scott up there on the sound. Not only a fantastic sound engineer, but also a very, very down-to-earth and nice person. So it's been a pleasure, yeah. Thank you. So I'm gonna finish with a tune by Sister Rosetta Tharpe called "Up Above My Head," and I like to. People always say, like, how do you know that one? That's like 50 years old. But it's one of my favorites, and I like to end my shows, or whenever I play, I like to finish with this piece. Thank you. All right, thank you. I tell you, I've never been treated better. This has been. Man. But I like to finish with this piece because I think the message is really universal. It talks about hearing music everywhere you go, and I think that's a really important part of a lot of people's lives, including mine, obviously. And I just love playing this piece, and hope you enjoyed. And please go on to enjoy the rest of the show too. We got some really fantastic artists coming up next. So I'd like to leave you with a Sister Rosetta Tharpe piece called "Up Above My Head." Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. I really do believe there's a joy somewhere. Up above my head, I hear singing everywhere. Up above my head, I hear singing everywhere. Up above my head, I hear singing everywhere. I really do believe there's a joy somewhere. In the air, all in this room, I hear music in the air. All in this room, I hear music in the air. I really do believe there's a joy somewhere. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. Up above my head, music in the air. I really do believe there's a joy somewhere. I really do believe there's a joy somewhere. I really do believe there's a joy somewhere. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Quentin Calloway. Wow. Seriously? I'm just backstage. Everybody else went home. They said, don't you just hate him? You want to hate him because he's got more talent in his pinky than I'm sorry, but all of us combined. And so everybody's back there going, let's just do something to make him a little less happy or something. So they all went home. So that's it, thank you. No. Quentin Calloway. Now, who's going to want this card? Because you're going to be begging him for tickets to one of his major shows in 5 years. Talent and unbelievable. And the second we saw him, he had to be here. So I hope you enjoyed him. It is now my great honor and privilege to introduce you to, well, not introduce you, but to introduce your 4 singer-songwriters, the best, certainly the best in the Northeast, in my opinion, and probably the best in the country. And let me tell you how the show came together. Marina Evans, one of our performers tonight, came up with the idea of having a concert like this. She put the whole thing together. She got who I'm about to introduce to do this, and they came together today at 3 o'clock, and they just started playing back and forth. Hey, I'll do these 2 songs, you do these 2 songs, we do these 2 songs, we'll get going. Quentin's a hard act to follow. You're going to be blown away. So it is my great honor, and I know them all, and I'm very happy to say Alan Estes is in the building. Alan.
Yeah.
We have Marina Evans. Thank you, sir. The always charming and beguiling Fly Amero. And the Willie Loco Alexander on the keyboards tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, your performance for Songs for the Angels. There'll be an intermission following the last song of the first intermission. The intermission will be 15 minutes, please. Don't make it any more than that, and then we'll come right back and do a second set. Take it away, guys.
How about it for the chief?
Hey, everybody.
Hi,
Yeah.
everybody.
Thanks for coming out. How about our chief of police, huh? We are so lucky at a time when there's so much separation going on in this country and with all the stuff going on with police, and we really lucked out with this guy, didn't we?
Oh man,
Sure
yeah,
did.
Yeah. It's really
yeah.
good to be a part of it.
I'm thinking like if somebody pulls me over on the highway, I can say I know this guy.
Comes in handy.
Yeah. See
From
where
time
that
to
gets
time.
you.
Yeah, see, yeah, right. He'll go fly who?
Well, I believe Willie's going to kick it off over there on the big, long Steinway grand piano. Hi, Willie.
You got it.
Let's go, man. Oh yeah.
People throw each other away like trash. People throw each other away like trash. For a little money, People throw each other away like trash. People throw each other away like trash. For a little money, for a little cash, for a little honey, for a piece of fantasy. Gloucester, Massachusetts, holding on to my soul like the red flag at the end of the greasy pole. Gloucester, Massachusetts, holding on to my soul like the red flag at the end of the greasy pole. Thank you. It's a real pleasure to be here.
Does anyone have any questions? I don't. No?
I thought I had a punchline, but she just did. Well, I just want to say I'm honored to be a part of this wonderful event for this wonderful cause. I'm so proud of the chief and everybody involved in this in the face of all the criticism that they've gotten around the country. It is a national issue, and you know what? We're all here doing the right thing. That's right. This is a song that I wrote that was inspired by grandparents. I'll just tell you really briefly. I don't want to take a whole lot of time, but you know, I have my wife has a grandmom, and I have a granddad who, when they reached close to the end of their lives, they decided that they weren't going anywhere until they got their business done. You know, it's like, and it's funny how human nature is that way. It's like, you know, you wrap things up, and then, okay, now it's time. Well, that's what this is about. It's called I Am. And feel free to sing along or play along. If it's a key of E for those of you playing along. And I will tell you also that if you're like me and you wait till the last minute to do your Columbus Day shopping, what wonderful gifts we have up at the lobby for you. What an incredible window of opportunity this is to... got to get going. My work is finished here. I feel the wind blowing. It's time to disappear. No chain gonna bind me. No heaviness on my plate. All worry behind me. I'm standing at a heaven's gate. And I am ready to meet my maker. I am ready to hold his hand. And if you want to know who's ready to go to the great destination, I am. Oh, baby, I am. Yeah. I ain't shirking no business. I ain't leaving no bridges burned. As God is my witness, I'm leaving no stone unturned. So no time to be talking. I got to be on my way. to glory I'm walking, untroubled and unafraid. 'Cause I am ready to meet my Maker. I am ready to hold his hand. And if you wanna know who's ready to go to the great destination, no hesitation, I am, yeah. Oh, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Well, that's the only promise for any of us. You got to get your deeds done here while you can. 'Cause, oh, baby, I am. Oh, baby, I am. Oh, baby, I am. Oh, baby, I am. Yeah! No time to be talking. I got to be on my way to glory. I'm walking, untroubled and unafraid. 'Cause I am ready to meet my Maker. I am ready to hold his hand. And if you want to know who's ready to go to the great destination, no hesitation, I am. Oh, well, baby, I am. Oh, baby, I am. I am. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, yeah, it's a real pleasure to be here. I am so glad that all of these great singer-songwriters were able to join us. And here again for, let's hear it again for Quentin. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
We almost turned around and went home.
Yeah, I started to. I thought, well, you know, what am I going to do? Well, you're about to hear.
Hey, Marina, I can see your house from here.
What?
Marina's the only Rockport native up on the stage,
Oh,
so
thought
she
you
lives
were
right around
saying-
the corner. She gets to walk here and walk home.
I did walk down. It's nice. All right. Well, I'm going to start off with a song of mine called California. And it's kind of about taking a trip to move away from something and coming back to it anyway and maybe seeing it differently afterwards or maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, feel free to hop in.
Okay.
He's ready. When I see wrong done, I just can't bear to go along and keep up appearance, 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 appearance. No one knows this time who's won and who's lost. I will go if it's fine, even if it's not. If it's not, if it's not, if it's not, we'll drive to California, follow the sun, follow the sun, leave behind what's gone before ya, what's said and done, what's said and done. With time creeps in the shade of doubt that my mind, my vision was within instead of without, instead of without, instead of without, instead of without. We'll drive to California, leave behind what's gone before ya, what's said and done, because you're still growing, feeling without knowing. So get all in, then bring it home again. We'll drive to California, follow the sun, follow the sun. Leave behind what's come before you, what's said and done, what's said and done. We'll drive to California, follow the sun, follow the sun. Leave behind what's come before ya, what's said and done, what's said and done. Not bad.
Kind of feel like Peter, Paul, and Mary.
All of them? All three?
You want to be Peter or Paul?
Or Mary.
No, there's only one Mary. And she's sitting right there. Okay.
Who's Willie? Pete Best?
I was driving around the Rotary thinking about this show tonight.
Around and around and around.
So I kept going around the Rotary, the Black Run Rotary, and I saw that sign, "Keep our home port clean." Now, I always thought that sign meant, don't be a litter bug, but now I realize am I just stupid, or is that a totally different message? But it hit me that maybe that's what this is all about, so.
How many trips around did that take? Yeah.
By the time I was done, I had one eye fishing and one eye hunting, I can tell you. It's still like that. This audience looks twice as big as it really is. Anyways, this is a little positive song about addiction that I wrote. And you say, what? How can that be? But it really is, because it's a song about two friends that go through it and make it through. Let's go back to way back when we were best of friends, taking the world on side by side. We took off on one wild ride. We had the house and we had the band, and every night a one-night stand. The show had only just begun. There was no such thing as too much fun, and I know how it feels. Yeah, buddy, I know how it feels to be bound for glory. I know how it feels. Candle in the wind, burning at both ends. Buddy, I know how it feels. Yeah. On the go, round the clock, living way too fast to stop. The life of the party has its cost. Play too hard, end up lost. Dreams and visions out of sight. So I ran left and you ran right, but somehow we stayed parallel, slipping into our private hell. And I know and you're all but given up. Oh, I know how it feels behind the bedroom door, winding down, down, curled upon the floor, crying, I can't take it anymore. Help me, please. Help me, please. Yeah, I know how it feels. Well, the years are sure blown by, my friend. Good to see you once again. A miracle we share today. 'Cause I'm alright and you're okay. We almost used up all 9 lives to cut those demons down to size. We laugh about our battle scars, but then we thank our lucky stars. 'Cause I know how it feels, sweet Jesus, I know how it feels begging for forgiveness. I know how it feels to just try and do your best. Let the good Lord do the rest. Oh, I know how it feels. Buddy, I know how it feels. Yeah.
Hey, I guess it's my turn again. This is, I don't usually play grand piano, so I have to channel my inner Liberace. You probably could tell that already.
My inner Liberace. Ooh, that conjures up some thought.
So this is a real pretty song. It's called So Innocent. You ran away from home at 15. You had a kid when you were 16. You never got to be the prom queen. I don't wanna be your papa. I don't wanna be your mama. I just wanna be your lucky, lucky lover. I don't need your true confessions. I heard the best ones, and I don't have any questions. I don't care about your boyfriends. I don't care about your girlfriends. You always look so innocent to me. Here comes the Liberace part. All of my life, I had my ups, I had my downs. I thought I did all right until you came to town. You always look so innocent. You always look so innocent. You always look so innocent to me. Yeah, I don't care about your boyfriends. I don't care about your girlfriends, no. You always look so innocent to me. One more time. Thank you.
Funky.
I don't know how to paint your smile, the smile you've shined on me since I was a child. And I don't know how to paint your heart. It beats so close to me that I don't know where to start. Your warm embrace, your tender touch, your sweet and perfect face, I missed so much that each time I try to picture you, I only paint my love, and so I always paint it blue. I'll paint it blue to show my tears for you. One day I'll capture you, but when I do, I'll paint it blue. And now you're gone, and I have lost my muse. I know there's work to do, but I just can't take it no. I'll paint it blue to show my love for you. that'll capture you. But when I do, I'll paint it blue. I'm bound to make it through. But when I do, I'll paint it blue. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, this next song, it's a bit of a love song, but I guess it's more about hope. I lived in Rockport and Gloucester my whole life, and in 2010 I was living in Gloucester. I rented a place on the boulevard. It was awesome. Those are the golden days. And we were, at the end of one winter, you know, we get these big mountains of filthy, nasty snow that build up, and as they start to melt, all of the sad, lonely little items that the plows swept up from the streets and the sidewalks start to kind of claw their way back out. And during these golden years, I had the time to observe phenomena like that. So that's what I was doing, and I saw this one teeny tiny little mitten, really a baby mitten, and it had a little piece of the string that had once, you know, attached it to its mate. But the string was gone and the mate was gone. And so I felt for that mitten and I wrote it this song. It's called One of Two. So yeah, things don't always work out as you think they will, but the way I imagine the end of the story for the mitten is a surprising and a little bit hopeful thing for it. I didn't go down there and intervene, you know. It's cold. Pick me up from this filthy ground. Give me a little love. Lord knows I need it now. From a tiny hand I fell suddenly. Before I even landed, I had drifted off to sea. I will move beneath the air, and I'll miss being in a pair, and I'll hope through and through. One day I'll be one of two. One of two. As my woolen threads turn hard with ice and salt, I dream of my only friend and how his sadness is all my fault. I won't know how far I've traveled when I wash up on your shore. Though I may be a bit unraveled, please open up your door. I will move beneath the air, beneath the air, and I'll miss being in a pair, and I'll hope through and through. One day I'll be one of two. I'm one of two. One of two. Smile or even laugh when you pick me up from the street and give me back my other half, mismatched just for me, mismatched just for me, mismatched perfectly to me.
You know, at first I had a hard time understanding what you were talking about because in Gloucester they say mitten.
Yeah, you're right. That's actually why I never put the word mitten in the lyrics. Because I wouldn't know how to say it.
It was a really piss of mitten, too.
Wicked.
Wicked. So this is going to be our, Alan's going to wrap up our first set here before we take a brief intermission. So,
It's already going by too quick.
yeah, it's really flying by. Woo.
So thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for supporting this wonderful cause. And, you know, we really are honored to be a part of that, and thank you, Lenny, for asking us to be a part of it and lend our voices. Tomorrow's a big day, 15 years since the 9/11 attacks, and so that's a very heavy thing. This next song kind of touches on that a little bit, kind of a little bit of inspiration behind that, and then the what happened in the Boston Marathon too. And Marina's going to sing a little harmony with me on this. You might end up helping me out a little bit on this too, Fly Baby.
I'll
This
do
is
my
called
best.
We All Fall Down. Don't look now, but look who's back around. I heard that you'd been hiding for a while. It's good to see you out and on the town. I can tell it's been a rough road by your smile. And did you kick your ass so bad it left you scarred? Did you curse your dreams for never coming true? Oh, some of us, we take it really hard. Mostly sentimental fools like me and you. And we all fall down. And we all fall down. And we don't wake up until we hit the ground. And we fly so high through an And when we fall, it's always such a long way down. It only takes one thread to come unraveled. It only takes one note to wound a song. And it only takes one cloud to kill your shadow, leaving you alone, just barely hanging on. Now there's a lesson never too late for the learning. And those of us who've been there understand. The only rule of thumb for crash and burning is when you're taking off, someday you gotta land. 'Cause we all fall down. Yeah, we all fall down. And we don't wake up until we hit the ground. And we fly so high through an endless sky. And when we fall, it's always such a long way down. Yeah, we fly so high through an endless sky. And when we fall, it's always such a long way down. Thank you for being here. We're going to just take a short break. Don't go away.
Thank you.
So, thank you again for coming out tonight. I am going to do a couple, and then we're going to bring everybody back on stage for one as a group. I was only going to do one song, and I'm going to explain that song to you after this first song. I decided to do this first song about 2 hours ago. So something you have to understand is this has been a really, really emotional year for a kid who grew up in Saugus as kind of a scared, not a loner, but kept to himself and just wasn't very happy a lot of the time. And this has been a big whirlwind for a year or more, and going all over the place and doing all these things with this program and learning not only about addiction and how terrible a disease it is, learning not to judge, learning not to divide, learning to have compassion and to embrace and treat with dignity and not to shun and stigmatize. It's been a great personal journey, and because I'm an Italian Roman Catholic, I have to self-examine every freaking thing. Nothing is easy. It all goes back to the same thing, Mom. It all goes back to Mom. And so, lost my dad about 18 years ago, had the mass for him today in Saugus, and I'm lucky enough to still have my mom. And some days you just need your mom, so would you come up here, Mom, please? Hi, Mom. This is my mom, Rose. Rose Avola Campanella. Nice Irish.
Yeah, we're gonna leave, so.
When I was a kid and I was bored, she said, go play in the rain. When I was hungry, she said, eat your fingers. Made me strong. So, and Alan will echo this, every good musician has been driven into the studio by their mom. Like some love for their mom to record. Elvis did it. His whole career got started because he wanted to record a song. So I found this song a couple of years ago, and I changed a bunch of the words to fit a couple things. You need to listen to the words. I'm going to try to describe it as I go along. There's one particular piece of this. You have to know that I grew up on a school street in Saugus. You have to know that my mom and dad met at a music hall, a dance hall, where they met and dated, right? Yeah. And she's really going to kill me. So this is called The Wish. Dirty old street all slushed up in the rain and the snow. Little boy and his mom shivering outside the rundown music store window. That night on top of Christmas tree shines one beautiful glow. And lying underneath a brand new toy piano. That's a true story. When I was 7, I got that. That's all I wanted for Christmas. I don't know if it works. It doesn't work. Anyway, and I even have my little notes of the keys I had to play for my favorite songs. And then I didn't touch a piano or keyboard for another 40 years. So, but that's what moms do, right? They get what you want at the time, and they don't know how it's going to change your life. I remember in the morning, Ma, hearing your alarm clock ring. Yeah, I'd lie in bed and listen to you going about your work. The sound of clanking pots in the sink. And all the ladies at church, all lipstick, perfume, and far from poor. And how proud and happy you always looked, walking in our door. Now if Dad's eyes were windows to a world so angry and true, you couldn't stop me from looking, but you kept me from crawling on through. And it's a funny old world, Mom, where a little boy's wishes come true. I got a few left in my pocket, and a special one just for you. flowers or a Mother's Day card. It ain't no house on the hill, the garden a nice little yard. Well, my heart's back on School Street. I'm older, but you'd know me in a glance. I found that old music hall, and baby, we're gonna dance. Well, it was me and my straw hat, you in pink curls and bright yellow pants. It was the 70s. Yeah, he pulled me outside and watched the stars as they twinkled and danced. That's what she did at night. She would take me outside and say, look at Leonard, at the stars. Point them all out, almost every night. And the sun. Isn't the sun beautiful? Well, I got girls of my own now. Yeah, we're doing okay. And I've been working up the nerve, Mom. Say what I gotta say. Last night we all sat around, laughing at the gifts this world's brought us. And I'm not awake, thinking about all the other things that it's taught us. Well, tonight I'm taking a request right here at the bar, Mom. This one's for you. Let me come right out and say it. But if you came here for a sad song, if you're looking for that sad, sad song, baby, if you're looking for a sad song, I ain't gonna play it. Points. That guy there's supposed to be the favorite child. I was asked to perform this for a lot of people. But I'm going to tell you the story about one. Stephanie Jesse. Stephanie did our program 3 times. She was a beautiful young woman in her 30s who died tragically in December of last year from an overdose. I was in Cleveland getting off a plane, and I had been running around and feeling pretty important about this program, about the things we were doing. And there was a New York Times reporter with me and had been following the story for a while. And we got off the plane and we're running through the airport, and Steve Jesse, Stephanie's dad, called. And I didn't recognize the number, so I picked it up. And he said, Lenny, it's Steve. And I said, Steve who? And he said, Steve Jesse. And he said, I said, oh, okay. I said, what's up? He goes, Stephanie overdosed last night. And stopped in the middle of the airport in Cleveland. Sat down, everything was going past me and still moving, but I was done. And we've put 500 people through the Gloucester program. But for us, it's the ones that we lose that we remember the most. And so this song is called You're Missing, and I think we can all identify with it, hopefully. Shirts in the closet, shoes in the home, mama's in the kitchen, baby alone. Everything is everything. Everything is everything. But you're missing. Coffee cups on the counter, jackets on the chair, papers on the doorstep, but you're not there. Everything is everything. Everything is everything. But you're missing. Pictures on the nightstand, TV's on in the den. Your house is waiting, your house is waiting for you to walk in, for you to walk in. But you're missing. You're missing. You're missing. When I turn out the lights, you're missing. When I say goodnight, you're missing. When I see the sunrise, you're missing. Children are asking if it's all right. Would you be in our arms tonight? Morning is morning, the evening falls. I got too much room in my bed, too many phone calls. How's everything? Everything. Everything is everything. I tell them, you're missing. You're missing. God's drifting in heaven, devil's in the mailbox. I got dust on my shoes, nothing but teardrops. What did we lose to? There we go. So this song, Alan actually wanted to do it, and and it's an old favorite. My brother, who's not here tonight, Russ, when I was 15 or 16 and I was getting into Bruce Springsteen, he said, you need to buy the record Darkness on the Edge of Town, play side 2, track 1. Anybody know what that is? So this is called Racing in the Street. I got a 69 Chevy with a 396, fuel heads and a hearse on the floor. And she's waiting out in the parking lot outside the 7-Eleven store. Me and my partner, Sonny, built her straight out of scratch, and he rides with me from town to town. We only want for the money, got no strings attached. We shut them up and then we shut them down. Tonight, the strip's just right. I wanna blow them off in my first heat. Summer's here and time's right for racing in the street. We take all the action we can make, and we cover all the northeast states. When the strip shuts down, we run in the street, from the fire road to the interstates. Now some guys, they just give up living. They start dying little by little, piece by piece. Some guys come home from work and washing. They go racing in the street. Tonight, the strip's just right. I wanna blow off my leather seats. We're falling out around the world. We're going racing in the streets. I met her on the strip 3 years ago in a Camaro with this dude from LA. I blew that Camaro off my back, and I drove that little girl away. Now there's wrinkles around my baby's eyes. She cries herself to sleep at night. When I come home, the house is dark. She sighs, baby, did you make it all right? She sits on the porch of her daddy's house, but all the pretty dreams are torn. She stares off alone into the night with the eyes of one who hates for just being born. For all the shut down strangers and hot rod angels running through this promised land. Tonight, my baby and me, we're gonna ride to the sea. Wash these sins off our hands. Tonight, the highway is bright out of her way, mister, you best keep. Summer's here
this town, the kind of tickets we would get?
He's a revolution.
Willie Alexander, what do you got for us, buddy?
I got a radio heart. I love you. I love you. Love me too in the dark. It was true. It was true. It came through and made sparks. You got a radio heart. Ooh-hoo. Ooh-hoo. A radio heart. Yeah, I got one, you got one too. You got a radio heart. Ooh-hoo. Ooh-hoo. A radio heart. Oh, do you? Boo-hoo-hoo too. Boo-hoo-hoo too. Baby, radio heart. Calling. Yoo-hoo-hoo too. Yoo-hoo-hoo too. Let's do that one more time. Do you? Boo-hoo-hoo too. Boo-hoo-hoo too. Baby, radio heart. Calling. You-hoo-hoo too. You-hoo-hoo too. Listening, listening, so many miles apart. Suffering, suffering, neatly took us apart. You got a radio heart. Ooh-hoo. Ooh-hoo. A radio heart.
Really, man. This guy is a treasure we have here on Cape Ann. Willie, Loco Alexander, once again, give it up for Willie. Thank you. So honored to be on the stage with this guy. I've been trying to get him on the same stage with me for about 20 years now. Finally, we've done it. So I'm very happy about that, and us, as well as these wonderful people here. I also want to give a nod to a gentleman who I'm very happy was on the show tonight. Behind the scenes, very quietly working the sound. Scott Rogers doing a wonderful job. He's great. So good. Thank you, Scott. read a song for you that I wrote. My God, it was just it was probably about Quentin's age when I wrote this song. This is a young kid. When the sunrise on a northern summer morn, I'll know you heard my song. Oh, the hillside Orion, and I'll bet you wrote it down. Lest my soul be dying. To sing with the flower in your pretty yellow hair. When you come to town. Through whiskey night and whiskey day, I'll rest upon the words you sang when you be weeping. I'll be laid down, but I'll not be sleeping. I'll be waiting for the flower in your pretty yellow hair. When you come to town. In the towns I come and the cities I go, there'll be smiles to greet me kind. but with eyes are none for seeing. Be around to sing for free, but not for free. I'll be singing to the flower in your pretty yellow hair when you come to town. I'll be singing to the flower in your pretty yellow hair when you come to town.
Again.
So I've changed up my set list a little bit here. Yes, which is to be expected of me anyway. I have a hard time committing to things on paper, I guess, when it comes to set lists anyway. So I've been very lucky to grow up here on Cape Ann, as have these gentlemen, or grow up and or live here. Did you all grow up here? Did you grow up here too? Yeah, all right, so we all grew up here.
I haven't grown up yet.
All right, we all lived here during our...
You lived here all your life? Not yet.
There you go. Man has a point. Yeah, touche. Man, we got a lot of zingers up here tonight, huh?
That's a good one. I like that. It's like when you get pulled over, you know, you don't want to be, well, you don't want to be pulled over for drinking, you know what I mean? But like when the policeman says, where did you have your last drink? And you say, I haven't had it yet. It's not what you want to say, is it? It's like, oh, I think you have.
Okay, you can go.
So it's a very special community, clearly. Unique, salty, and you know, I've gone away and come back a lot over the years, and I'll continue to do that. But I'm always pulled back here to this place and to these people, to you people, and I think there's something really unique about here that allows for such amazing work to be done like this. I'm not surprised that the idea for the Angels program, you know, it happened here with our chief, who is such an amazing person, by the way. Let's hear it when I talk to the chief, please. It just blows me away. So I thought I would play this song. It's sort of my love song to Cape Ann, and I think it you know, it gives an idea of how special a place this is, and how such unique communities can give birth to such important ideas and programs like the Angels. In a little town at the end of the earth, full of sand
painter tilts his head to glimpse that golden blue. From salty saloons to the riverside, poets sway and singers swoon, drunk on love of light. This is more than an island, more than sea and shore, more than tide and wind. You see it in silver scales shining in the sun, in spindrift and great white sails, mysteries and tall tales. Generations living and breathing the ocean, 400 years of devotion, or legacy that can be sold, and we can't let go. Now it's in our hands, in our hearts and minds, to live and love this land by the sea divine, by the sea divine.
Marina Evans. Wow. Hair go down to my arms. I'm going to play a new song for you. For you folks who live in Gloucester on Cape Ann, I'm sure that you knew who Kay Ellis was. Kay and Tom Ellis owned the schooner Lannon, which is, and Kay was instrumental in bringing back that beautiful image of schooners on our harbor, which has grown, and Harold Burnham built the boat, and now he has the Pinky Ardell, and now we got the Adventure out there, and we're going back to kind of like a lot of people saying, hey, this is what it used to look like, 100 years ago. And so she was just such a beautiful spirit, a beautiful person. We miss her. And so I wrote a song about her. Tom was out fishing in Idaho when I finished writing it, and I promised that I wouldn't play it until he heard it. And so he gave his Ellis stamp of approval, so now I can do it for you. At her memorial service, or I should say a celebration of her life service, which Tom would rather call it, at the Gloucester House back in March, Gail McCarthy from Rockport in the Gloucester Times was walking around to people and just, interviewing people quickly and saying, say something about Kay that moved you, that you remember, and blah, blah, just to put a bunch of quotes together. And when she came up to me and asked me, and I said, well, she was our humble queen of the harbor. And I don't even know where it came from. She said, well, you know what, you ought to write a song about that. And I said, well, maybe I will. So I did. Here we go. Okay, we miss you. Our humble queen of the harbor, our humble queen of the harbor. So many lessons we learned out on these docks. How some make a living while others crash upon the rocks. Yes, this life at sea can make or break a man. And she was always there to lend a guiding hand. Just a shack on the pilings was her castle in the clouds. With a smile in her wisdom, she ruled her kingdom proud. And the love she gave is all around us still. Our humble queen of the harbor. Now the sun's sinking low, the moon's rising high, the sky's all aglow out here on the water, and the red sky at night is a sailor's delight. From our humble queen of the harbor, our humble queen of the harbor. And then, without warning, the years robbed her blind. Still she counted her blessings as she was running out of time. And forever in our hearts she'll always be our humble queen of the harbor. Now the sun's fading fast, the moon's turning gold, sending
Gloucester voice. We have this poet, had this poet named Vincent Ferrini, and I recorded some of his poems, and I call them Vincent Ferrini's greatest hits. It's out there, it's true. He's part of my act now. It's page 37 in your hymnals. What cannot be taken away? The temple outside me, in me, I am inside of. What cannot be taken away? The temple outside me, in me, I am inside of. There's only one more line in the song. You can sing it with me, or shout it, or say it. It's the last line of his book, Hermit of the Clouds. Life is the poem. 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 What cannot be taken away? The temple outside me, in me, I am inside of. I am inside of. Life is the poem. 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 Come on. Life is the poem. 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 Life is the poem.
Vincent. I wanted to sing along, but I didn't catch that line. What was it? Oh, life is...
The air is an organic farm for the practitioners of paradise.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Which sort of is like no matter where you go, there you are.
I know, yeah, you get what
Way more profound.
Well, here's a song that I wrote. I like some of those old soul songs that were like, it's almost delusional in a way, like where like it's like the guy saying to the girl, like, wow, we're broke, things are tough, but we have our love. Love will keep us together.
Captain and Tania? Are you gonna do that song?
Yeah, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something like that. Something like that, and and I have to stand up for it because it's kind of a gut song. So, it's in the key of A. Once again, for those playing along, it's in the key of A. Are you with me out there? Are we having a good time? Because we promised each other we were gonna try not to suck. And then the chief said, we're gonna try not to suck too hard. So anyway, if you wanna like keep time with the little hand clapping in this and the start, it would help, but only if you have rhythm. If you don't have rhythm, just lay back. I'm gonna feature Willie on a little honky tonk.
I keep losing at the track. Sometimes it seems I can't catch a break. And this old car I'm driving done start to shimmy and shake. We can make everything alright. All it takes is to shine a little light now. The sweet love starts to burning, turning those hard times to gold. Oh no, I know the house needs a fixing, but we ain't exactly rolling in dough. We're behind on the payments, the credit streets an all-time low. But we can make everything alright now. All it takes is to shine a little light, mama. The sweet love starts to burning, turning those hard times away. Hey, hey, so shine your love light on me. Shine your love light on me. Say you love me only, that you never leave me lonely. I'm yours if you want me. Lay your love right on me. Shine your love light on me, brighter than a sunny day. I know it's hard to keep it going when the wind ain't always blowing your way. But this heart's still in motion. I'm gonna have my day. Oh, we can make everything alright. All it takes is to shine a little light now, baby. The sweet love starts to burn, turning those hard times away. Hey, hey, so shine your love light on me. Shine your love light on me. Say you love me only. Oh, that you never made me lonely. I'm yours if you want me. Lay your love right on me. Shine your love light on me, brighter than a sunny day. Oh yeah, yeah. Shine your love light on me, brighter than a sunny day. Yeah. Oh, oh. Yeah, yeah. Brighter than a sunny day. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah.
Fly, baby.
Fly a marrow, everybody.
I'm
Woo!
gonna go take a nap now. Thank you.
You already did, that's why you have all that energy.
Oh, that's right. I did that. It's a good answer.
Well, that's not easy to follow. Man, it's been a whole night of that. You know? Anyway, I'm going to play a new song for you. This is called Afterglow. And it's along these themes of hope and finding your way, no matter how windy that road might be. Daisies dance by the roadside, we're cutting through the pines. The only thing left to decide is go on or turn behind. We're gonna pick our path, carve it out like water. One day find a canyon. Don't you know that old Colorado River was a drip to begin with? Yes. Tires torn on the freeway, we're burning through the dust. Nothing left to do or say, and no one left to trust. But that big sky uncovered
We'll chase her down to the horizon by land or sea. Hey, 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 yeah. Tip the scales, find the lights, sing our songs all through the night. It won't come fast that we know, and it won't last longer than the afterglow. With steady hand and quiet mind, luck and maybe kismet, a lot of love and a little time, we're gonna make it. We'll set our course by tide and stars, no map to draw or follow. With one voice and two guitars, we'll sing our tomorrow. Hey, hey, yeah. Tip the scales, find the light, sing our songs all through the night. It won't come fast that we know, and it might last longer than the We'll set our course by tide and stars, no map to draw or follow. With one voice and two guitars, we'll sing our tomorrow.
So nice to play with these guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we have had a wonderful time tonight. And I guess we're going to end it off with this song so you folks can get home before the witching hour. But thank you for coming down, and once again, thank you for supporting such a wonderful cause. Lenny, we love you. And thanks for having us be a part of this. And good luck with PARRI and the Angel program. I'm sure it's going to go great. Spread it like wildfire, okay?
And I'd like to thank these musicians one more time, Alan Estes, Fly Amaro, and Willie Loco Alexander for being here with us tonight.
Marina Evans. And Quentin, next song you should learn is I'm Never Gonna Grow Up, Not Me. All right, we're going to end off with a Howard Blackburn tune, and we're going to let you establish the rhythm there,
Would you
Matey.
like- I'd be happy to do that. Are we having a good time? Yeah. Just checking. Just checking. Okay, baby. All right.
shore. Ain't no power in your hands anymore. But I said one thing this survivor understands. You roll with your heart, not with your hands. You roll with your heart, not with your hands. Hey!
Oh, I lost all my fingers and half of both my thumbs. I ran around in Gloucester Bar for fishermen and bums. I bragged I sailed to Europe in a tiny sloop alone. They laughed until I did it twice and broke their scoffing tone. And they said, Howard, you can't sail anymore. There ain't no power in your hands like before. But I said one thing this survivor understands. Oh, you sail with your heart, not with your hand. You sail with your heart, not with your hand. Hey!
Their country words will keep you down on your knees like a taken disease. Pessimism is deceiving, so you gotta keep believing to overcome belligerency. I tramped around the continent, search of fame and gold. I failed and they all said I was too reckless, rash and bold.
Oh, but I was just a salty Gloucesterman who would not turn up dead. Who heard refrains of victory instead of what they said.
And they said, Howard, you shouldn't dream anymore. Oh, there ain't no power in a man who's not whole. But I said one thing this survivor understands. Oh, you dream with your heart, not with your hands. You dream with your heart, not with your hands. And I said one thing this survivor understands. Yeah, you dream with your heart, not with your hands. Hey!
Oh, what do you think, one more? I think if we keep clapping for 10 more seconds. You guys gonna come out, we're gonna do a sing-along. Fly O'Neill! Ellis is Louis Alexander. Maria and I have put this all together. Thank you guys so much for coming out, for supporting Gloucester, for supporting PARRI. We're going to keep going and see what we can do to change the conversation around addiction. At home,
guy, baby. Thank you so much. You guys, you're easy. Okay, if I don't do this song, the chief gotta arrest me. It is from my touring group, Orleans catalog. And I know you know it. Sing along if you know it. If you don't know it, you're gonna sing anyway, so what the hell am I gonna do? Stop it? I don't freaking think so. A little out of tune there. It's as close as I'm gonna get. Give us that sound, folks. Sound way out there. All right, I like that song a lot.
Thanks again, folks.
Tell it to me, Alan. I say, tell it to me, Alan.
Goodbye, Joe. Me gotta go, me oh my go. Me gotta go, oh, me go. guitar, fill the jar, and the giddy. Son of a gun, yeah, let me fun with the way I'm saying no.
Thank you very much. This is Willie Evans, really local Alexander.